thing.
Right.
And then you post all of them.
Okay, so we're here with Ksenia. She's a filmmaker,
Yeah.
and I understand that you've recently get selected to make it. I'm not supposed to say that.
You're not supposed to say that.
I didn't say anything.
But I'm
Very prestigious, though.
Huh?
Very prestigious and impressive.
Yes. I'm doing great. That's what just to say. Yeah.
So, what can you tell me about the power of manifestation?
I do believe that it works. I don't know how it works. I don't think I'm a spirit. Well, I guess I don't know. But I'm not a religious person. I don't think I believe in. I'm not very mystical. But there is something. Maybe it's. Well, we're gonna understand it at some point. Why it works. Maybe it's just the fact that when you want something and you concentrate your thought on it, you are more likely to see opportunities for it to come into your life, meaning you're going to see the opportunity instead of passing by. Maybe that's what it is. But I have seen it work in my life many times, and I do believe in it sincerely, and I'm a propaganda machine for it, and I think I annoy people around me a lot. But I do believe that the power of it's not the power of positive thing, it's the power of thinking, because if you think negatively, then like a lot of
right.
You see, it's more if you are able to focus your thought, and you're able to focus your thought if you meditate, if you see that your thought is not you, it's a thing that is going by, and it goes by, and then when you're able to see that, then you're able to control it and to guide it towards what you want it to go to. And yeah.
One activity I do with my students is I make them visualize a lemon, and they slice it and they bite into the lemon, and I say, did your mouth start watering? And they say, yes, it did. And I see, the power of images is that your own body cannot separate what is imaginary from what is real. And with words, we can create images in the minds of other people and influence their reality. And these kids are like 8 years old. I've mind fucked them,
but that's my mom was really into voodoo schmoot, like spiritual things in Eastern Europe in the early 2000s, and I always mocked her for it. But in a way, thanks to her, a lot of good things happened in my life, because she brought me to these classes that were called magic in Chisinau, like in next to Piazza Centrale. Anyway, and
is that Slovakian magic?
I don't know what it means.
Hungarian magic?
No, it's Moldovan magic.
Moldovan magic.
Yes.
And how does Moldovan magic differentiate itself from, say, Hungarian magic?
I don't know. Way more I have no idea. I wanted to say something fun, but I'm going to say anything fun.
I was talking to this Hungarian magician lady, and she was telling me a little bit about it, but
no,
it's Slavic magic.
Slavic magic, so yeah. And it was like a small room with this guy who taught us. It was only for kids. It was a class for kids. It was called magic. And he taught us that whatever you can picture in your head, well, basically he taught us the basics of manifestation. And he just taught us to use our imagination. And I didn't think about it for many, many years, but I realized retrospectively that it helped me a lot in my life, because because it happened very early on in my childhood, it made me rely on my imagination way more than I think some other people. And so I was able to be a person who has dreams. You see what I mean? Like, I had dreams for my life, and I don't come necessarily from a place that I mean, when I look at my life, I am surprised myself how my life turned out. You see what I mean? Because it was
right,
not
the power
obvious.
of dreams
Yes.
is limitless.
Yes, exactly. And I got to where I am because of dreams, and that's why, and it was all because of this class, magic, that it was so depressive, Moldova in early 2000s. And so a bunch of kids, and I think all of us, and my cousin was there too, and my cousin is the same way I am. He has big dreams and he goes towards them. And I know there's something beautiful about it, and I think that's kind of the goal of life, is to set the dreams. Yeah.
When I was 18, I was part of a group called the World Spirit Youth Council, and we would travel around the world. And we're doing visualization and meeting people from around the world. It's a magic circle, and it was led by a lady named Nina Meyerhoff. Hi, Nina. And she is based in Vermont, but she's